Hi guys! So today I want to talk to you a bit about emotional regulation. But first I think we need good old trusty Dr. Google. So according to Wikipedia, yeah I know, like the best source ever, emotional regulation is a complex process that involves initiating, inhibiting or modulating one's state or behaviour in a given situation. For example, the subjective experience, feelings, cognitive responses, thoughts, emotion-related psychological responses, for example heart rate. Basically, emotional regulation is how you deal with your emotions. Now, my emotional regulation personally is really bad. I deal with things either very well or I just have a complete and utter meltdown to the point there's tears, I don't know how to cope, I'm crying all day, and my poor friends are sat there going, what do we do with her? So yeah, basically I have some severe issues with my emotional regulation, and I don't know why this is, but this is basically what happens when my emotional regulation just doesn't work. So I have always been the person who cries at everything, has a bit of anger, a little bit, or as I've got older I've bottled up my emotions to the point that it's just got to breaking point and I've cried for about a week and been in a very bad dark place. So for example, not long ago I was dealing with feelings I spoke about in a previous video for one of my friends. I dealt with this in a very bad way. It's really hard to explain how I felt, but all I could think to do was cry. I didn't know how to express my emotions or my feelings or how to deal with these emotions that I was feeling, because people that have problems dealing with emotional regulation somehow can't process how you deal with your feelings. I really don't know how to process that at times. I can be sat there and I'll be going, I do not know how to deal with this, and it just ends in me having a breakdown to my friends because I don't know how to positively deal with my emotions and my feelings. If someone comes up to me and says, how do you feel? A lot of the time the answer will be, alright, even if I'm not alright. There's a difference between those people that just say, yeah, I'm alright, just to try and cover up how they're feeling, and people that can't express how they feel. You will notice, like, either don't emote in my videos or I over-emote in my videos, and that is, when I over-emote, that is me trying to force myself to show emotion so you don't all think I'm a lifeless zombie. Give me some alcohol if you want to see how I actually am, because the alcohol tells a lot of stories. Okay, anyway, people need to be more aware that some people genuinely struggle with their emotions. Being told to grow up, being called a drama queen. Also, another thing I've been called is a sociopath. And it's like, people need to realise that some people are being drama queens. Some people do need to grow up. Some people just genuinely are struggling with how to deal with their emotion. More awareness needs to be made of this instead of just telling people, oh, you need to grow up. I've been told to grow up so many times, and it's usually by people who don't know how to deal with my emotions, so they just think of saying is grow up. And luckily I've got a lot of people in my life at the moment that do understand about how emotional regulation works. I've had to sometimes explain it to some of my newer friends, like, look, if I start crying over something, or if I start like having a meltdown, or if I start getting whingy, if you think I'm acting like a 2-year-old, sometimes it's just that I'm struggling with how to express my feelings and my emotions. It's not that I'm being a brat. I mean, you might think I'm being a brat, you might not agree with this, but that's up to you to decide. Yes, sometimes I will be just a straight up brat and stamp my feet at you, but a lot of the time I am just struggling to express my emotions. And no, it's not a spectrum disorder before anyone says anything. I don't have a spectrum disorder. I'm just someone that struggles with emotional regulation, and it's a legitimate thing. If you don't understand it, go and educate yourself. Just go and educate yourself, read up on it. Don't assume that people are being a brat. Look deeper into why they might act the way they do, and why sometimes someone that's in their 20s looks like they're throwing a massive hissy fit tantrum. It may just be that there's more to it, and that they just are someone that struggles with their emotions. If you go through the same thing and you really genuinely struggle with your emotions, then please comment below, because I'd really be interested to see who else deals with it. Please give it a thumbs up, please click subscribe. I'll see you for my next video. Bye my friends. Dun -dun, dun -dun, dun -dun, dun -dun, dun -dun, dun -dun, dun -dun.